Yo, what's up, y'all? We a little early. I just got done watching. I don't know if y'all watch Ali's grandson fight. Young man got some work to do, but he all right though. He got some power. He all right. He all right. Might have me a new favorite fighter, at least a new favorite young prospect to watch. I definitely will be rooting for young Nico Ali Walsh. And of course, I got this Miami game back here, and where NC State is doing everything to give Miami the game. But DF, what's good with you? Nick, if you in here, I know you posted that earlier, but what's up with you? Once the actual main event come on, I'll turn that volume up. Bro, that's what I'm saying. It's like they doing everything they can to let Miami win this. I got a feeling Miami's going to pull this game out. What up, Nick, bro? What's good with you? But this is my new channel, man. So we might not have a big crowd in here tonight, but we'll see.
We offer great rates that fit anyone's budget. Thank you very much. Jessica in the middle. You said me? No. What are you doing? Whatever. Also me. Great. LOL. That was really important. Of course. Everybody gets the rates, I guess.
For surprisingly great rates that fit any budget, like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Call or click to get a quote today.
This is so crispy, juicy, and tender. You might even call it deluxe. Okay, now you can definitely call it deluxe. McDonald's Deluxe Crispy Chicken Sandwich.
Well, let's hear what Nico talking about.
For the first time by an opponent as a pro.
Well, I know the crowd got excited seeing him land a punch, but I truly didn't feel the punch. It wasn't, maybe it was my energy, my adrenaline, but my hat's off to him and his team. Mutual respect both ways. And
what up, Tyler?
Very good fight.
What does it feel like?
Muhammad Ali's grandson just got him a technical knockout. The 2 knockdowns, the corner ended up stopping the fight. So that's what's happened so far.
My grandfather who's watching me, and I love this legacy that I'm continuing.
Now this corner and this team really is from a great bloodline. You from the Ali bloodline and Sugar Hill from the Stewart bloodline. What did he tell you need to work on based on what he saw tonight, and what did he like?
Well, first off, I just want to say I love my team. Mike Joyce, Sugar Hill, of course, BB Hudson and Richard T. Sloan, but
that's him talking, by the way, if y'all hear it.
He's got a legacy
that is Ali's grandson.
He created a name for himself already.
But they're trying to continue the legacy of the greatest of all time.
A legacy, he's continuing the legacy of his uncle. I'm of course doing it of my grandfather, so it's really beautiful that I'm with him in this team.
You talked about something important about being in Atlanta, and that was the torch, the lighting of the torch that your grandfather lit here in the Olympics in 1996. You continue to shine a light on boxing. We look forward to seeing you. For now, we send it up to Mark Kriegel.
All right, I just want to hear what he had to say. What y'all thinking? Y'all think NC State gonna pull this out? I don't. I do not think NC State's going to pull it out. I can see Shakur by a decision. I agree with DF. I think Shakur by decision. I do think that this fight is going to be tough for Shakur, though. I think this is a tougher fight than people think. But Shakur could definitely prove me wrong. Shakur's got all the tools in the bag to win this fight. Both these, very. Like I don't get what I guess because they beat Clemson. I don't get the NC State hype at all, though. I don't see it. If you've been watching this game, have you seen how boneheaded Corey Durden's been playing? Thank God we got rid of him. Look, 88 is looking like Pookie Wilson out there. That guy has like 3 or 4 drops this game. Like if he could catch the ball, NC State would probably be winning by 2 touchdowns. What? Is your mama downstairs? 88 is he's been terrible all game.
And what do you do for Dave Doran? Do you trust your defense one more time? The way your defense has been playing, I'd be comfortable.
Well, this game's over. NC State sucks. Oh, they're going for it. I think this might be the right call, though. Because I don't trust that NC State defense. Van Dyke been really picking them apart, if you want to be real. Miami about to win this, man. Told you. All because of who? 88 can't catch. You got to call a player beyond the sticks in that situation. Like, that's a dumb play call, dumb pass. Like, come on. Congratulations, Miami fans.
NC State still has 2 timeouts. There's still 2:49 to go.
One day, Lanika came through the drive-thru, and I was like, "Hey, Lanika," and she was like, "Hey, I have this idea." And I love scanning my Chick-fil-A app. I love building my points.
Boom,
So I
boom,
decided to
boom,
redeem 50,000
Finally got them a Power 5 win. Ain't that
I
something?
don't think it's ever been done before, but I don't see why not. They were so appreciative. I never knew it was going to make that big of an impact. Their bellies were full, and they were so happy. I felt so good. You're just such a positive person. Thank you. My pleasure.
I think the main event is next. I think.
Final 10 seconds of the second round. And the Jim signature 1-2, Timmy.
That 1-2 was good.
Set up off the jab, line your opponent, boom, right down the middle. And then in the third round, that straight right hand clipping the chin. That was enough. That is the punch of the night. Brought to you by Boost Mobile. That is fight number 2 for Nico Ali Walsh.
Absolutely not. It is what it is. Congratulations on them getting a win. Well, game's not over. Anything can happen, but it would be so Miami for them to still find a way to lose this game. NC State, man, they are. Maybe Okay, here's the co-feature coming up. Okay, so no, we got one more fight, and then we get to the main event. Another prospect, Xander Zayas, young Puerto Rican fighter.
Future world champion Xander Zayas is up next.
For JAMEL here.
Let's turn that down. Right.
A spooky fans.
Come along and ride on. But yeah, over here, man, this is where I want to do my other things that's outside of the FSU realm. Of course, we still come over here and talk Florida State. I was surprised Tennessee was actually keeping up with Bama for most of that game. This is going to be this. If Georgia don't find a way to win it this year, Georgia's never going to win. Georgia's never going to win it if they don't find a way to win it this year. I'm just going to go ahead and say that. We'll have a couple of them because I know a couple of them they like boxing as well. But yeah, the trolls won't be over here for sure. All right, let's see. Let's see how Miami tries to close this game out. Let's see if they go super conservative and give NC State time. Let's see what they do. I actually think they're watching this game right now. Once this game's over, they'll probably be, a few of them will come over. Would you have taken time out right there? I don't know if I would have. I would have seen what we did on second down before I took that time out. Because they get... It's interesting. I don't know. It's been tough for Puerto Rican blocker lately. Berlanga did not look good. I agree with that. He did not look good. I think he ended up with getting the win. Didn't he knock him out eventually? But he got dropped. He definitely got dropped. This young kid here is supposed to be another young Puerto Rican star, so we'll see. We'll see how he looks. NC State get one more stop. They've been playing most of this game without their best defensive player, Isaiah Moore. Van Dyke rolling to his right. And he just slides down. Yeah, see, Miami, okay. This game ain't over. Miami, for whatever reason, is play calling super conservative right now. Now, I get it. You want to keep the clock running. But, damn. So now what are we going to do here, Miami? You're not going to throw for the first down. You'd be stupid to do that. NC State's going to get the ball with what? At least a minute and what? A little bit over a minute, right? And all they need is a field goal. What are the main event fighters like? Who's winning? I think SHAKUR. So SHAKUR Stevenson, he is the future bright, prospect, the next Mayweather, all those taglines you hear about the next upcoming superstar. And the young man definitely has some talent. So he's in that mold. He's cut from that cloth. He's the favorite. Herring is a former Marine. Oh, they let him throw for a first down. NC State, you trash ass football team. NC State, they actually threw for the first, and NC State let them get it. That's ridiculous. Looking like an Adam Fuller defense out there. Congratulations, Miami. You pulled out a win. All right, we got a co-main right here.
He weighed in at 153.2 pounds, wearing black trunks with white and gold trim. He brings a record of 9 wins with only 3 defeats, 1 draw. 4 of those victories coming by way of knockout.
They're terrible, DF. Absolutely. How the hell they beat? Well, Clemson sucks. We saw Clemson today. They are no good. But how the hell NC State was ranked 18th and all that? I don't know. Again, I didn't see the hype. Still don't see the hype. These guys are beatable, man. Like, even if we lose to Clemson, NC State and BC are beatable. and then you add Miami into that mix, bro, we can get the 6 wins, guys. We can get the 6 wins. Did Miami take a timeout? No, this is a the co-main event. Fight's not on right now, so no.
Dre, the kid was a high school junior when Bob Arum, the Hall of Fame.
So let's see what this young.
He's the one to watch. The youngest.
Let's see what this young Puerto Rican fighter is about.
By Top Rank. Yet every time we meet with him, you walk away saying he handles it well. He can handle all of it well.
Yeah, that desire is almost too good to be true with the gun to him because he checks all the boxes. When he boxes, he has had an opportunity to check stunned or knocked down or being in a tough fight.
What's that
If
noise?
he can answer those questions in due time, Puerto Rico's going to have another great champion.
See, sometimes it's just not about the fighting or the fighter that he's facing inside the ring. Sometimes it's about getting used to the big atmosphere. You know, being on a big stage, this grand stage. This is his first time fighting on national TV. So, you know, that does something to a young fighter. Battles and nerves. But if he can handle it and do well in this fight, he moves on.
Yeah, to your point, I mean, here he is now, major city, major NBA arena.
Handy Manny lives to fight another day. Lives to fight another day.
These are all steps. These are all further.
Actually, no, I think that's a home game for us.
Carpensi's coming off
I'm actually 100%, pretty 99.999% that's a home game for us.
When he was coming into this fight, I asked him, I said, well, how do you feel? He said, I feel great. He says, I have a ton of experience. You know, I get really good training. I work full-time job. But, you know, I had 5 weeks to get ready for this fight.
Nice combination there, doubling up the jab with Xander. Goes with the right hand and then finishes with the left hand to the body.
And Carpenter
Ooh, nice one too.
deal with Xander Zayas
By
skill for skill. So he's
Zayas.
got to land a shot. He's got to try to sneak something in there and hope that Zayas either falls asleep or he catches Xander Zayas in between his shots. And it's probably the right hand that Carpenter's looking for.
Uppercut in the mix there.
His variation and combination is fantastic. He follows the body. We call that reading in boxing. When you're able to see when your opponent's head drops, then you lift him up with the uppercut. Beautiful work by Xander.
Yeah, there's a next level nuance to what you described to me. We're already seeing it round number 1 from a 19.
It's only a 6-round fight. I'm really just ready for this main event, man.
In the midst of the combination, a 3, 4.
Okay, let's turn this crap on because NC State did what they always do. Trash. Absolutely trash. Ooh, nice body shot.
The feints is actually what set up that combination right there. He got his man to throw. He came underneath the 2 body shots.
This probably shouldn't go past round 3.
Very sharp opening round.
He should probably find a way to finish him in the next round. This guy, Carpensi, yeah. Carpensi just gatekeeper. Right?
And with access to elevated.
Turn that down a little bit. Carpensi he's just out there collecting check as far as I'm concerned. So if Zayas is any good, he should step on the gas and get this guy out of here in the next round. I think so. Man, he's still gonna get the axe, but honestly, they needed that. Like when you talk about Miami, they needed that win. They needed that one. Like they got Pitt next week. If they would have lost that game, right? So Miami's got Pitt. We got Clemson. Like we'll see what happens next week.
The recent featherweight champion, SHAKUR STEVENSON, who is
all right. Second round. I kind of want to see Zayas, if he's everything that they say he is. I kind of want to see him step on the gas here and and get a guy out of here that frankly I don't think belongs in the ring.
knockdowners, 4th title defense, and is the toughest test of his career against the incredibly skilled SHAKUR Stevenson. That's coming up in moments. Round 2 here, Zayas and Karpency. In the first round, Zayas had a 20-4 connect advantage, including landing 14 of 31 power punches.
And that's going to continue. Joe Tess is not going to slow down. Zayas is going to continue to pick up the pace. And again, Karpency
Not doing it so far.
Trying to land a big shot in between the combinations of Zayas, or to catch him falling asleep and land that same right hand. I also saw a left hook from Karpency as well. So he's got that in his repertoire.
This is only a 6-round fight. And this, meanwhile, is SHAKUR Stevenson just chilling out, Timmy. He's got the phone. He's relaxed. He's laying down. He's about 4 rounds away from making a ring walk.
That's how you. Is that a live shot? It's a live shot, right?
That's a live shot, Trey, right there. That is SHAKUR Stevenson. He is, the heart rate does not even go up, not a notch, Trey.
Well, maybe
I need to see more. Come on, Zayas, throw your hands. This Karpency guy must have some power because Zayas is acting like he's scared to throw his hands. There we go. Now he's in there. Come on, man. Get him out of here.
Yeah, he's turning up the heat in this round.
What's the ref calling time for?
Mouthpiece came
Oh,
out.
somebody's mouthpiece came out.
We'll take the time and wash that off.
Karpinski's mouthpiece came out. Okay.
Karpency's mouthpiece.
Hey, congratulations. Y'all boys pulled it out.
Sit there, you see SHAKUR Stevenson.
He should be, Nick. This fight. I need Zayas to throw his hands. I need Zayas to throw his hands.
He's got Michael B. Jordan on the other side, ringside. He's got
The kid can't deal with this guy's offense, but he's not throwing his hands. Looking to counter, but he can't counter a guy who ain't punching. Initiate the offense. Good. Ooh, good 1-2. There you go. Oh, he's hurt. He's hurt.
angle he took to land the left hand to the body was something.
That was a good body. Then he went upstairs.
I know he got his man hurt, but this is one thing that he said he worked on during training camp was patience, even though he got his man hurt. And
Ooh, nice.
by going down to the body to bring those hands down of Karpency.
Bruh, I said that. Yeah, you weren't in here, but I said number 88 had like 5 drops on y'all today. If number 88 catches about 2 of those passes, he had one drop where if he caught it, he was probably walking into the end zone. Like, but hey, that's how the game. That's how football is played, right? 88 didn't make plays at the end of the day, so that's all. That's all you can say.
19-year-old sensation Xander Zayas in control here in Atlanta. Short break.
I wanted to see Zayas
get
get to stop that round. I want to see Zayas get to stop that round. That young fighter, I'm not going to be too hard on him, but I want to see him get to stop. And then we saw Ali's grandson, Maiden Day. I don't know if you saw that, but he ended up getting a TKO. He had 2 knockdowns in the fight. The corner stopped the fight. So Ali's grandson, Nico Ali Walsh. I think he looks solid. He's got some defensively. He's got some flaws, like his grandfather, honestly. But he's got pop. He's got some pop. Middleweights. He's a middleweight, 6 foot middleweight. Yeah, he's got some pop. Defensively, he's got to tuck his chin more. But we'll see. I'm not gonna get too high on him just yet, but he's definitely a guy that I'm gonna be watching. Obviously, because his grandfather. But for him, I want to see what he does. Fight back on. Come on, Zayas, finish this. He's killing the body. I will say this: good work in the. He's killing the body. I think he's gonna get a stop this round. The way he's tagging the body, this guy's about to take a knee here.
His chin was not in the air. He was protected while he was ripping those shots. And that's something we didn't see in his last fight. So we're seeing some improvement here tonight.
You know, Karpinski's not making it easy. He's not. He's been very defensive. You know, he's not just.
See, this is where I don't like. Throw your hands, man. Stop looking to counter. You can't counter a guy who's not willing to trade with you. You got to initiate the offense. You're the more talented guy. There you go. Throw your combinations, initiate the offense. And counter to counter.
It's a huge difference between taking advantage of your opponent's mistakes. But it's a different level.
I love the way I like how he works downstairs and comes up top. Like that's you love to see that from a prospect, right? So that he's being trained well.
He's the kind of guy when you find him, you got to bring your lunch pail.
He's not just out here head hunting. He's setting up his shots.
I may not be as skillful as you. I don't have the speed you have, but I'm not going to lay down easy.
Listen, the guy grew up in Western PA with 2 other fighting brothers and works in a prison. And he's been a pro for a long time. He's never been taken out.
That's right.
Never been stopped.
Oh, I didn't know this guy's never been stopped. So
See the notice there.
okay, so Zay's in there with a tough guy.
Crawford, who many have number 1 on the pound for pound history. I know you do. Against Sean Porter, the former champion. That is the big test that Bud Crawford has been looking for. That pay-per-view will be exclusively on ESPN Plus November 20th. Can't wait for that.
What y'all think, man? What y'all think about this Zayas? I think he needs to work more, man. I think he's got tools. Definitely think he's got some skill. Just needs to pick up his work rate a little bit.
I'll tell you one thing about Xander Zayas. Tell you one thing I don't like. I don't like all that. I mean, that's amateurish. He needs to let that go. That's telling your opponent when you're going to throw.
There you go, Zayas. He might have saved by the bell right there.
You know how some carriers can be so little for your older busted phone, you just end up living with it? I don't think so. Verizon lets you trade in your broken phone for a silent.
Saved by the bell. What'd you think? How Van Dyke looked tonight? I thought Van Dyke looked pretty good, Maiden Day. What are you thinking? Van Dyke looked good. Rooster looked good.
Impressive.
Pitt's gonna be tough for y'all though next week. I agree. He's definitely he needs some more seasoning and marinating, no doubt. But I think he got some tools, right? You got a young kid with some potential, with some tools that he can work with. Definitely got to throw more combos, Nick. He got to pick up his work rate. That's the biggest thing for me.
Watch the mouthpiece of Karpinski here on this uppercut.
That's a beautiful thing.
Good uppercut. Yeah, that's a nice uppercut.
You see how he saw the head of Karpinski drop, and he immediately shoots the right uppercut right up the middle, popping that mouthpiece out like that. Beautiful shot by Xander Zayas.
May wonder why a guy like Karpinski is taking this kind of punishment to sitting at home saying, why don't you just go down and it'll be over with? Good shot right there. Karpinski comes from a fighting family and it's pride. He's got to look himself in the mirror after this fight. He's got to fly home to PA. He wants to be able to say, look, I lost the fight, but the young prospect.
See right in this area, if you're watching the fight with me, where Karpinski is not doing anything, Zayas should be doing more. I don't like how Zayas is just standing in front of him. Like, you're the more talented guy. Like, whenever he initiates his offense, this dude can't handle it. Get in there. There you go. There you go. See, when he does what he's supposed to do, it's really a lopsided fight. And when he just kind of sits in front of him for whatever reason for 30 seconds, like, and I get what he's doing. He's trying to set up counter shots, but this dude isn't initiating any offense. Again, you can't counter a guy who's not throwing punches. Like right here, he's doing it again. Just get there. You go. Just get in there. There you go.
See
There you
blood
go.
now coming from the nose of Carpensi at a much more rapid pace. You see the bruising under the right eye, above the left eye.
Lashley's still a
and
terrible play
redness
caller,
around the flank.
and he
All those
needs to
body
throw
shots.
the run up the middle play he loves in the garbage.
That shot comes in, and there's the left hand to the body.
Yes, to the solar plexus. That hurt. You see
Yeah.
Carpensi getting on his bike.
Finish him. You got him hurt. Finish him. I know you got a tough dude in front of you. He gonna want to go out on his shield, but get in there and finish this dude. 38 seconds left, man. Yes, no, you're not gonna finish him.
Beautiful shot by Xander Zayas. How he set up that body shot. Quick combinations upstairs to bring the hands up.
I notice a lot of fighters nowadays lack head movement.
A left hook to the body.
Ali's grandson lacked head movement. Look at this guy. When Zayas initiates the offense, he's crushing him. He might lack some punching power because he's hitting this guy with good shots, and this guy's just eating them.
Stay.
So he might lack some power, but throw more punches and bunches, he can get this guy up out of here.
Are you serious? Again, my apologies. Got myself a pair too. A new Wells Fargo Active Cash Visa card. That's real life ready.
Somebody said number 88 for NC State. When he plays FSU, he's going to turn into Jerry Rice. That's kind of how that usually works.
Go for the handful. Let's show you what happened when Dan Carpensi just came back to the corner.
Okay, fight back on. Look at Carpensi's face. Did he quit? I think he quit. Yeah, Carpensi went in the corner and said, "I'm done." Yeah, he quit. He was done. He was like, "Bruh, the boy whooping my ass."
Landed 49% of them. 49% of his power punches landed, including, and Dre, you made this point, 36 power punches to the body. That was a beatdown, Dre.
Those kind of punches land on your fighter. It's time to go home. There's nothing else to say.
No mas, yes sir.
If your fighter is getting hit with those kind of shots,
He was killing the body. He was landing some nasty body shots. I'll give him that. Look at these body. Ooh, he was digging to the body.
and at the same time not be overly aggressive and be patient. And that's why Xander Zayas is able to land these beautiful.
He was a little too patient for me, though.
He meant to land them in the spot that
But I agree with Andre Ward, though. The shots he was landing were meaningful. All right, I think we got the main event coming up here next.
Greatness. I'm letting you know that right now.
19 years old, Tim.
Greatness. Remember what I just told you. Greatness. The skill set that this young man possesses. The fact that he's 19 years old. Everything that he delivered inside that ring tonight, you just witnessed greatness.
Shut up.
Ladies and gentlemen, here inside State Farm Arena, the blue corner stops this bout at the conclusion of the fourth round. Declaring your winner by technical knockout, Xander Zayas. When he was 5 years old, his mom wanted him to deal with bullying. So he started boxing. He's 19 now. And Tim said destined for greatness. We will hear from Xander Zayas when we come back as we work our way towards the world title fight, JAMEL Herring and the undefeated sensation, SHAKUR Stevenson.
I just want to be the guy that
Yo.
this is going to be the biggest fight in my career.
My, oh my, was that something?
I will be his biggest test. His defense is superb. He doesn't get hit. He ain't got no style. He ain't got no swag. I know a lot of people out there are just looking forward to me shutting him up. October 23rd might be his last fight.
Stay. We are so sorry.
All right, where we at? Hold on.
We hope you'll have us over again.
Let's turn that down. I want Shakur by stoppage, but I'm with you on decision. Yeah, I don't think Shakur is gonna win on stoppage, and I don't think this fight is gonna be that easy for Shakur. I really don't. I think Shakur wins. I do think he wins, and mainly I think by round. I'll say by round 5, 6, he's gonna have this guy figured out, and he's gonna box him the rest of the way, win fairly comfortably. But I think for the first 4 to 5 rounds, you're gonna see a fight. I think you're gonna see a fight. Boom, boom. Herring. Herring versus Stevenson. You think the third? You think by third he'll have him figured out? And well, I mean, after that last fight, as a matter of fact, didn't we watch that last fight, Maiden Day, where he was very lackluster in that. Like he was in the ring with a bum, and it was very lackluster in that last fight. So I want to agree with you. I do think he needs a statement, but I don't think this fight's the statement. He's gonna win this belt, but I don't think he's gonna make a knockout type statement. I think he'll be, again, the first. This boy calls himself Ye West now. Kanye, call yourself whatever you want, bro. Evander Holyfield's son also fought tonight. Speaking of sons who fought, and Evan Holyfield got a knockout. Yeah. The Evander Holyfield's son got a knockout. Muhammad Ali's grandson got a knockout.
Welcome to ESPN TV. After your first 10 fights on ESPN Plus, you stopped Dan Carpence, who had never been stopped. Walk me through your performance tonight.
Well, first of all, I want to thank Top Rank, ESPN, and the Atlanta crowd. Thank you guys for being here. It means a lot to me.
They are in Atlanta, huh?
Debuted on ESPN. I feel amazing. I stopped a guy that was never stopped in 8 years of a career. Man, I'm just blessed. I'm blessed to be here. I hope everybody enjoys.
They should do more fights in Atlanta.
Back to the gym. Hopefully I can get back.
Atlanta could be like the boxing mecca of the South, man. They should do a lot more big time fights in Atlanta, in my opinion.
You fought in September. You got hit more than you've ever been hit. That changed tonight. Walk me through what you did defensively differently.
Well, in that last fight in September, we noticed that my left hand was low a little too much.
Oh, you just fought in September?
This time around, we just try to keep it up.
Like 2 months ago, right?
And the shoulder up.
Good activity then. No, that's last month. It's October. So he just fought last month.
I showed that I can adjust.
That's
Everybody enjoyed it today.
People came out here to the state.
That's not. That used to be typical back in the day. I mean, back in the day, fighters used to fight every other month, just about. Fighters nowadays don't fight that often. He just fought a month ago, and I know he's a prospect, but that's even pretty busy for a prospect. So that's good to see. I hate when these guys get to the upper echelon, fighting once a year, maybe 2 times a year if we're lucky. You know.
Part of the progression as a young prospect is moving up in terms of the rounds that you're gonna fight. You went for tonight. The corner.
What you mean, Nick?
For the 5th round.
We got enough crap going on here.
Man, I'm just thankful to be here. Hopefully, like I said.
What weight class is Evan Holyfield?
Maybe I can get
I think he is a Yeah, I think he's a 154 pounder. I think he is.
That has been the goal for
I don't remember though.
Berlanga won it last year. He said
Let's
this
look.
is
Let me
his
look.
year. We'll see if that happens, Joe.
Thank you
Let's
very
get
much,
on the
Bernardo.
computer and look.
We'll see him soon enough. And he said, destined for greatness. This guy has gotten to the top. He's JAMEL Herring, 35 years old.
Holyfield.
The WBO junior lightweight world champion, about to make a title defense against SHAKUR Stevenson.
Evan Holyfield, 7-0. 6'2".
So this is the new portal.
Nah, 6'2". He's probably not a 154.
It moves with you.
Where's his weight?
Let's get this birthday.
Sorry. Am I tripping? I'm looking on box, right? I don't. Super. Yeah, he is 154. Yeah, super welterweight. Yep. He is a 154 pounder. At 6'2". That makes him a pretty big 154 pounder. He's only 24. He probably won't He probably won't be at 154 too long. If you look at him, he's got a frame. He is skinny. He's got a frame though. He's probably gonna. Definitely. Eventually, he'll hit. Hell, he might. Who knows? He could end up being a super middleweight. Definitely, he'll be a middleweight though. Canelo was fighting on the 4th time in the last 12 months. Canelo has very good work rate. Canelo's actually pretty decent with his fights. Even if in the middle of that, who'd he fight? Who was that one bum he fought that I didn't understand why the hell he fought? Oh, he means in the ATL, y'all got enough going on. I don't know, man. I think y'all can have some more big fights down there, man. I would love to see some big fights down there. Like, imagine like Tank fighting in Atlanta. I think that would be huge. Yeah, Canelo's very active. He's probably the only one I can think of, especially of the top tier guys. Right? Mic check. I feel like it just got quiet on me. I'm good. That's another fight coming up though. Tank and Rolly, man. I think Tank's gonna knock him out, but Rolly's got some. I'm not a Rolly fan. Not really a Rolly fan, but I will say this: Rolly's not gonna come in there and lay down. Rolly's gonna go in there and try to knock Tank out. So that's gonna be an interesting fight. I think Tank's gonna put him to sleep though, and he might put him to sleep kind of early. But for as long as that fight lasts, I think bombs are going to be thrown in that fight with Rolly and Tank. And then they don't like each other. And those always makes, he says, Rolly, I don't disagree with you necessarily. Not really a Rolly guy. But again, he comes in there. He's what do you call it? He's a physical fighter. He's gonna come in there. He's gonna come in there. He's gonna try to be cheap. He's gonna try to be dirty. He's gonna try to rough Tank up. So again, while it lasts, I think that fight will be entertaining, if nothing else. But I think Tank gets him out of there in 4 or 5. Trying to think of some other active champions. And again, I can't think of many. Especially at the weight classes that we kind of, especially at the weight classes that we kind of care about. Like, I don't give a damn about the featherweights and all this. Like, right now, what do we have here? This is a super lightweight, right? Or junior lightweight. That's what they call it. Junior lightweight. It's junior lightweight, I believe. There we go. Yeah, I just don't. I can't think of too many active guys like that, man. Can't think of any. Yeah, junior lightweight. Rolly's another notch. I agree, but I do think that's an entertaining fight, man. Am I the only one who think that's an entertaining fight, or y'all think that that's not going to be much of a fight? I think Rolly's going to come in there and try to hurt Tank. I'm not saying he's going to do it, but I think that's an entertaining fight. So Shakur coming out with Quavo. Okay, Shakur coming out with Quavo. I guess Sean Porter's active and great resume. Sean Porter's a solid fighter. Like I think that Bud and Porter fight's a good fight because Porter is a active in the ring, right? He is high work rate, unorthodox, makes fights ugly. Oh, Herring coming out with Jada Kiss. Okay. I think Bud's a notch above Porter though. I think Bud wins that one. I will say this though, I'm glad to see Bud finally fighting a real legit welterweight though. So shout out to Bud for finally getting a welterweight on the schedule. Not Amir Khan, not damaged goods in Kell Brook. Not what's the dude name? Horn, Jeff Horn. Like not these guys. We actually getting a real welterweight in the ring with Bud. So not Gamboa. I don't even think when he beat Gamboa he was at welterweight. I think that was at 140. If I'm not mistaken, when he beat Gamboa. Which it's probably been his best win of his career, if we're being honest. So I think if he beats Sean, that's going to be the best win of his career. And at least then we can say, okay, when Earl fought Sean and then go Bud fought Sean, compare the two matches and see, I do think we will eventually get that fight, man.
SHAKUR Stevenson is looking at his second title at the ripe old age of 24.
My question is, if Stevenson wins here tonight, my question is how long before he moves up to the real weight class at lightweight. Lightweight's where all the fights at. 135 is where all the fights are at. 135 is where the Haneys, the Teofimos, Loma, that's where the fights are at. That's where the money's at. 135 is where the money's at. Yeah, 135, man. I think that's where the hip hop taste. Absolutely. 100% DF. Absolutely. Absolutely. But 135, I think, is where the money's at, man.
Welcome to the Jamel Herring Show, starring Jamel Herring.
He ain't got no style. He ain't got no swag. Like, he kind of annoys me sometimes.
See, that's one thing I don't. I think Shakur's an elite talent. When I listen to Shakur talk, because he's so young, it's just that I don't vibe with his I don't vibe with Shakur's I don't vibe with Shakur's personality, man. I don't. And I'm 10 years older than him, so I guess I'm not supposed to. You know what I'm saying? So that's just my opinion on that one. He's I just think he's too young-minded. Too immature is what I'm trying to say. A little bit too immature for me, but that's okay. Haney and Shakur. That's a future world title fight for sure. And I think Dev is better. Don't shoot the messenger. I'm a believer. I'm a believer in Dev. Loma and Shakur. Loma's on. Shakur get Loma. Loma, that's a good fight though. But what is Loma? 30. Loma's up there. Loma's up there. And Teofimo, you know.
Imagine how ugly things are behind closed doors. They don't know what's going on behind the scenes.
Let the young. He can live. I'm just saying I don't. You know, he's a little bit immature for me. He's definitely still a young cat. I agree with y'all. That's just how I feel, man. Floyd pop shit that Floyd. Don't bring up Floyd because I've never been a fan of Floyd's personality. I'm not a fan of Floyd even to this day. I'm not a fan of Floyd's personality. What he does in the ring, yes. Yeah, Harrington beat the hell out of Frampton. Herring beat the hell out of Frampton. I'm not a fan of Teofimo either. I'm not really a fan of him. Haney and Shakur are my guys. I'm going to hate, but yeah, that's a fight, right? That you're like hard to pick. Probably like both guys. But I'm a Haney dude all the way. I'm a fan of him and his father. If you know anything about Bill Haney, solid brother right there. And I think Haney has a brother who's like a tennis player or something. Something like that. F Teofimo. Yeah, I'm not a fan of Teofimo either. Speaking of personalities, that kid is like you said, female. Like Teofimo is a very sensitive dude. Like I'm with you right there. Stop talking and let's fight. Bill Haney is the truth. Absolutely.
You heard the reference to discord in Shakur's corner last time between Kay Corona, his grandfather, Wally Moses. The way I'm hearing it from sources all over the place is that everybody has been kumbaya, united for the greater purpose. This time, there's only one way to test that.
I mean, Gervonta, and I would love to see Gervonta and some of these slick Gervonta Davis and Devin Haney. Gervonta Davis and Shakur. Styles make fights, and Gervonta is the, he's the Wilder of the lightweight division. He's the one punch knockout artist. And these other guys might have more skill, might have more style, might have more flash, but it's not like Gervonta can't box. But when Gervonta hits these guys, it just looks different. I think Gervonta against any of these guys is a good. Gervonta Davis and Teofimo, say what you want. That bombs would be thrown in that fight. I would love to. Man, 135 has all the fights. So Shakur needs this. Shakur wins this fight. Who's left at 130 for him to fight? Oscar Valdez, that's it, right? What other fights do we care about at this weight class other than this fight and maybe Valdez? Probably no other fights. Probably no other fights. I would throw Ryan Garcia in the mix, but Ryan Garcia is scared to fight anybody. So to hell with Ryan Garcia. I don't know how y'all feel about Garcia, but he's all hype. Ryan Garcia is all hype as far as I'm concerned. How many fights has he pulled out to up in this point? I understand what you're saying there. Tank won't fight another black fighter. I guarantee you that. That's what you mean. Not other good fighters. Floyd will make a fight against a Mexican in a minute. Tank will probably never fight Dev or Shakur. But I think Tank will fight a guy like Teofimo. Floyd will make a fight like that. Floyd definitely make a fight like that, in my opinion. But we'll see what happens. Eventually, Gervonta's gonna have to fight these guys though. Like eventually he's gonna have to fight these guys. 135 is loaded. 140 is loaded. Now these guys are gonna go up in the ranks together.
SHAKUR STEVENSON has to win this fight by power boxing. Let's go to Herring, baby. It's not a secret that SHAKUR.
Like Floyd will let Gervonta fight Ryan Garcia. First of all, that's an easy fight for Tank. That's an easy fight for Tank, Ryan Garcia. He knocks Ryan Garcia out in less than 6. In less than 6, guarantee you. And it's a big money fight. Because Garcia's a hype job, but he has a bunch of followers and you know, people. He's a pretty boy, right? He's the next Oscar. Exactly. Garcia's the easy lick. Garcia's an easy lick for Tank. Floyd to make a fight like that, because that's money. That's money. Floyd to make a fight like that. I don't know, Pope. Mikey Garcia was trying to fight Tank 2 years ago, and Floyd, he probably didn't think he was ready for Mikey. Mikey just lost last week. I bet he let him fight Mikey now. So I understand what you're saying. Remember, what is Tank? Tank's only 26. Tank's super young too. What is Tank Davis? What is Gervonta Davis? 25, 26, something like that. So I can understand why he probably didn't want him in the ring with Mikey at that point. Tank is Tank. I can't find. Tank was born in 94. So what does that make him? I don't feel like doing the math there. 26. Yeah, he's 26. That's the beautiful thing about these divisions, bro. All these dudes are young and really good. All these dudes are young and really, really good. What happened to my phone? There we go.
When we come back, it is the WBO junior lightweight title fight. No trade blocks. Let's get after it.
SHAKUR STEVENSON.
Hey, who is Buddy? I ain't even mad at you, buddy. Who are you, though? You gonna come in here and tell people to shut up because we talking opinions on the sport. Get the hell out of here, dude. Goodbye. I'm shut up. Like, but yet you came in here to say shut up about people who sat in here and just want to talk about boxing. I guess he must be a Ryan Garcia fan. I think you made him mad with the Ryan Garcia talk. Or maybe I made him mad with the Ryan Garcia talk. Probably is a Ryan Garcia fan because he sucks. Yeah, Garcia's burner account. Of all the streams he's on the one with 7 people in it. Brand new stream, kind of get this channel up and running. He ain't here. Definitely Ryan Garcia's burner account. Boy got mad because we call Garcia an easy lick. And he is an easy lick. For any of these guys that we just seriously, does Garcia beat Dev? Does Garcia beat Teo? I don't think Garcia could beat Loma. Name any of these guys that we talking about in this 135 class that Garcia could legitimately beat. I'll wait. And that's what I'm saying, Nick. 135. These guys are gonna move up to 140. Some of them are gonna probably end up being welterweights. Look at Dev. I think Dev's got the frame to move up to 147 eventually. Look at Teofimo. Teofimo's big. He's a big lightweight. He's definitely. I think he's already moved. He's definitely going to be up to 140. Or he's already. Is it Teo's got all 4 belts at 135. But he's definitely going to be eventually moving up to 140. All these guys are probably going to be welterweights at one point. These guys are going to move up together. As soon as Garcia Softfast was named, he wanted to pop. Yeah, he was mad. He probably followed Garcia on TikTok or some shit and got hot. Ryan Garcia's garbage, bro. Nothing but a hype job. Nothing but a hype job. 23-year-old hype job. Who's pulled out of 2 fights. He pulled out of the Jojo Diaz fight. And what was the fight he pulled out before that? Claiming mental illness. Bro, Garcia's a hype job. And tell him, bro, just smash the like. I know we don't got a lot of people in here, but we only got 7, so we should at least have 7 likes. Now we only got 5. Ryan Garcia fans popping in and out. Because he, bro, and first of all, anybody can get famous on social media, and he, a pretty boy, be combing his hair, and you know how that works, bro. King Garcia, my ass. I'm trying to look at all these. And in fact, let's go lightweight. Let's look at the lightweight division, bro. That's where I think Shakur's definitely going to end up moving up. Obviously, Teo's the champ. You know, he's considered the ring champ, number one. The number one, what is the champ? Number 1 ranked is Vasily Lomachenko. They got, look at this. Ring Magazine has Ryan Garcia as the number 2 lightweight in the world. How is Ryan Garcia ranked over Devin Haney? Get out of here with that. Ryan Garcia, come on, man. The cap is ridiculous. Is Gervonta fighting at 140? I think Tank is fighting at 140, isn't he? I think Tank moved up again. Yeah, he's at 140. This fight with Rolly's at 140, right? Or Tank should be ranked ahead of Ryan Garcia. Because Haney's not a good fight for anybody. That's why. Haney's gonna have to literally be like a Floyd, and people will fight him for the money, but Haney's not a good matchup for anybody. That's why. Shout out to the Braves going to the World Series. Ryan Garcia don't want to fight. He makes more money. Exactly. A hype job. He don't want to fight. He makes more money on TikTok, bro. I know he got money. Okay, Shakur making his way to the ring. Okay, we're going to the fight starts because I'll turn it back when Jada Kiss come out. I don't even know what we got going on here. But yeah, I was just looking at the ranking, man. Like Ryan Garcia ahead of Dev. Yet Dev hold the belt. Like, make that make sense. Dev is the WBC champ, but they got Garcia over Dev. And Garcia don't have a belt in his name.
Seeking to become a 2-division world champion. 2 division 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 world ringside, Michael B. Jordan, famed actor, producer, and soon-to-be director of Creed 3. By the way, an alumnus of Newark Arts High School is Michael B. Jordan. So one
Yes.
and another one going for.
Herring is on. He's Team Crawford. They fight in the same team. Yep. Bomac Bomac is his trainer. Herring is 35, huh? Fuck the frail shit. Hey, because when we gotta use the scale that they weigh the whales with. I've been freaking out for the past. I was wondering where you went, Tyler. The Braves going to this World Series. See, people forgot about Kiss until that Versus with Dipset happened. Then everybody remember who the hell Kiss really was, Maiden Day. See, y'all boys forgot about Kiss. I ain't never forget about Kiss. We gonna make it. We gonna make it. Y'all boys forgot who Kiss was, and then he went out there and crushed Dipset out there. Life is just a bit simpler as a Brave and FSU fan. All I gotta do is chop. I hear you.
And all he did was get better and better and win a world title. And now the biggest challenge of his career, JAMEL Herring facing SHAKUR Stevenson. It is for the WBO Junior Lightweight Championship of the World. Here's Mark Shinoda.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome inside State Farm Arena here in Atlanta, Georgia.
Tyler over there losing his mind. Congratulations to the Braves. Tyler over there losing his damn mind.
Chris Hazravi, and Andrea Hill. Our timekeeper this evening, James Core. Our judges at ringside, Glenn Feldman, Ed Canner, and Rocky Young. And the man in charge at the sound of the bell, Mr. Mark Nelson. Now, to everyone here inside State Farm Arena.
So what is the Braves versus the Astros, right? In the World Series?
This is boxing. This is Top Rank. And oh, baby, this is the main event. 12 rounds for the WBO Junior Lightweight Championship.
I think Nick and Tyler are for sure. I know DF lives in Texas.
Introducing first, out of the blue corner.
You know I ain't from there.
Presented in association with Antonio Leonard Promotions. He weighed in at 130 pounds, wearing white trunks with red and gold trim. He brings a perfect record, 16 fights, 16 victories. 8 of those victories coming by way of knockout. He is a 2016 Olympics. Junior lightweight contender, representing Brick City, Newark, New Jersey, SHAKUR Stevenson. Introducing out of the red corner. He weighed in at 129.8 pounds. Wearing gray camouflage trims with red trim. He brings a record of 23 victories. Only 2 defeats. 11 of those victories coming by way of knockout.
I'm not a Braves fan, but I'd rather the Braves win than the Astros.
The reigning, defending WBO Junior Lightweight Champion of the World from Carl, New York, JAMEL Simplified
Jamal, Shakur, you've already received your instructions in the dressing room.
Astros are a disgrace. Yep. Bunch of cheaters over there, man. All right, here we go. First round about to get popping.
We expect a good one.
Again, I think these first few rounds, Herring's gonna get in there and try to use his man strength on this young man. No.
They have gotten to know each other so
It's on freaking ESPN.
well.
If you can't get ESPN,
At this
I don't know what to tell you.
Right here, right now, is when they actually find out everything about the other. Andre Ward, we have talked about it all week, of asking Jamel Herring, what's the game plan? What's the strategy? And how early do you get to it? What do you expect from him?
Jamel Herring's got to show that he can deal with the speed of Shakur and that he can start to get his own jab established and slowly start to push Shakur Stevenson back. I don't like what I'm seeing right now from Jamel Herring. He's sitting back right now trying to box with Stevenson.
Yeah, I don't like him trying to box with Shakur either. I think he should be in there trying to rough him up.
That he wants from Herring.
That is to his advantage with the superior hand speed overall.
Because yeah, he's not gonna outspeed Shakur. I don't quite get what he's thinking right now. But first round's always the feel out round.
Herring is confident. He does have a good game plan. And Shakur Stevenson has to make Jamel Herring believe he can't win. And he does that by hitting Jamel early and often and not allowing Jamel Herring to get anything back.
There's a body shot, right hand from Shakur, and then goes with the southpaw jab.
I see something very appealing from Shakur Stevenson. You see the grease on his body?
Yes.
He's expecting body shots coming from Jamel Herring.
Of course, at the discretion of the referee, pre-fight, Mark Nelson looked him over as to whether or not it's acceptable.
It shouldn't be.
You can see it. And shimmer and shine off of the bright lights here at State Farm Arena. Left hand comes in from Shakur. Laser focus, tried to sweep the right hand across the belt line as well.
This is how Shakur Stevens is going to slowly take over this fight. Is by power boxing. It's not moving around. He can avoid punches, but he has to make Jamel Herring pay when he misses punches. And again, he has to make Jamel believe that he can't win this fight. And Jamel has to start to pick up the pace because even though
I agree with that too. Jamel got to pick up the pace. This isn't the game plan I thought he was going to come out with. But see, I knew Herring was too slow. That was always the case, which is why I don't understand why he came out here with this game plan of trying to box. Get your head down and rough this young kid up. But if he's going to fight like this, then this is going to be an easy fight for Shakur.
Jamel came out going punch
for punch. It's going to be an easy fight.
He's got Jamel thinking, trying to figure out what to do next. That's the right hand, that left hand I'm talking about. Jamel doesn't see.
You got to try to take Shakur Stevenson in some waters that he hasn't been in before. But what you're doing right now, you're just playing into what he wants you to do. Now, round one definitely goes to Shakur Stevenson. Now look who decided to show up, T2Y. He happy, boy. I know you happy. NC State so trash. NC State gave y'all that. But, hey, y'all found a way to win the game. At the end of the day, that's all that matters. Yeah, 1-0, Shakur. Definitely. I have a hard time believing that was Bo Mac's game plan to Herring. Hey, let's go out there and box with this kid. That's not how I expected him to come out. I think we're far from a stoppage. I don't know if he's hurting Herring. We'll see. But I don't think he's hurting him yet.
You heard Jamel Herring's trainer, Brian McIntyre, known to everybody in the business simply as Bo Mac, the famed trainer of the pound-for-pound elite Terrence Bud Crawford. Simply tell Jamel Herring, Dre, you gotta commit, push him back.
That's bad news for Team Herring when you get that.
That's what I'm saying.
Coaching after the first round. You would think that maybe that would happen after the midway point in this fight. So it's not looking good for Jamel Herring right now. He can still try to get himself in the fight.
What up, OG?
He's got to try to commit and sell out.
You heard of the term speed kills?
Of course.
That's what's going on right now. The speed of Shakur Stevenson is too much for Jamel Herring at this moment.
He has as much speed as anybody.
Herring's got to understand he's going to get hit.
No doubt about it. We're seeing a little more
Get in there.
boxer puncher.
You're not going to outbox.
Defensive prowess. This is somebody who.
So you might have to take 2 to give 1. But what you're doing right now is not going to cut it.
Throughout his career, the 3.6 to 1 ratio. There's the left hand.
He's going to get his ass beat. If he's just going to stand straight up like this, Herring's about to get beat around the ring. This is ridiculous.
Already, and it's the second round. That's the mistake we make sometimes. We think the taller guy is a stronger guy. The taller guy is the bigger guy. It's not necessarily true. Shakur looks a lot stronger than Jamel Herring to me right now. And a lot thicker.
Left hand landing. Good accuracy.
He looks thicker for sure.
Then he places it to the body. Had a 3-punch combination. Couple left hands up top, and then places it to the body. It's a very strong start for the undefeated fighter.
I don't think Herring's doing the game plan that was initiated.
All at the same time. It's not a good look, fellas.
It's not. Just watch that left hand that come over the top right now.
Ooh. Nice punch from Shakur right there.
He said it would be his breakout performance.
Ooh.
Criticism for his
Fast jab.
performance. People said he could have gotten
Shakur's having the performance that he didn't have in the last fight. So that's good to see.
focus early on tonight.
That's good to see.
I understand the belts, yes, they're spectacle in the sport. They're nice to have.
I mean, after that last fight, he deserved the criticism, though. You feel me? That last fight, he was very, very lackluster, mediocre. But what he's doing in the first 2 rounds here has been spectacular. And Herring's not doing anything to even try to force this kid to do something different. Like Herring might get stopped. I don't think he's hurting Herring, but you take enough of those shots, you're gonna eventually find your way on the canvas. And Herring just is content with sitting there, getting picked apart. He ain't doing nothing. He ain't throwing his hands. He's not fighting the way I thought he was gonna fight. Definitely 2-0. And lopsided 2-0 at that, right? Like it's not even close, not even debatable.
Just looking at Bud Crawford at the end of that second round, as if to say, are you watching what I'm doing to your guy?
Yeah, he's sending him a message. You know, that's what time it is right now.
He is the better boxer. I knew he was the better boxer from the jump. I just thought Herring would have had a different game plan. I thought he was going to try to rough him up, make this a gritty fight. And he's not doing that. He's standing on the outside, standing that distance, trying to box with this kid.
See the concern from the corner of Herring. See, you got to work behind the jab. Right now, Herring's only landing 16% of his total punches thrown. We typically see low connect numbers for Shakur Stevenson opponents. Shakur Stevenson's landing 37% of his power punches, the left hand finding its mark.
So as soon as that stat creeps up to about 50, you could see a stoppage.
That's the power punch percentage. You saw the total punches in the last round there.
See, this is what I don't like nor understand. Man, if I'm Herring, get forehead to forehead with this kid. Make this kid fight on the inside. I'm not saying Shakur can't fight on the inside. I'm saying I think that's his best chance is to fight on the inside. But if he's gonna do this and stand at distance, he's gonna get picked apart.
What is JAMEL Herring willing to accept tonight?
And right now we're seeing some inflammation under the left eye.
That's what he's right here. This is where you need to fight. I'm not saying Shakur can't fight it inside. I know he can, but I think that's Herring's best bet. But then he goes right back to distance, trying to jab with this kid. You're not faster.
I know he can fight well in the inside, and he's showing us a different dimension of his.
You can't jab with this kid. You can't. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. He out here getting hit at will. Oh my God, Herring. Look, and he wobbling. Hey, Shakur might finish this dude this round. He might finish this dude this round.
Has a lot more physical strength, a lot more powers, and a lot more punching power than you thought.
Herring ain't gonna lay down though. I'm letting you know that right now. He's a Marine. He's gonna fight back. And I see him. He's trying his spots right now.
He's taking those steps forward. That's what
Herring needs to take steps forward, get inside, and when he get inside, there you go, Herring. You just gonna sit that distance and let Shakur Stevenson beat the hell out of you? No. Do it now. He's kind of doing what he should be doing, pushing.
You got to go forward if you want to get it done.
And the game plan for Team Herring is also to try to take Shakur Stevenson into the deep round.
There you go.
He's got conditioning issues. He's never
At least now you putting up a fight, Herring. After I thought he was about to stop you on your feet. So shout out to Herring. Just you gotta close the distance. You can't let him pick you apart at distance.
Neither Shakur. Shakur's taking that ground right now. Backing up when he needs to, and then stepping inside.
Right in the center of the ring. Right on that Crawford border signage for their big pay-per-view coming up on November 20th. As Bud Crawford sits ringside.
End of the third. Herring finally started picking up the pace a little bit after Shakur was beating his ass. He getting pieced up. It's a wrap. That boy face is whew. I think that look, Bomac telling him what I'm telling him. Damn commercial. Bomac is telling him what I've been saying. Push him back and rough him up. Why are you at distance trying to box with this kid? Bomac is telling him what I've been saying. He's content with jabbing with this kid. Don't make sense to me, man. It doesn't make sense to me.
You want to put the high guard up? Okay. I'm going to come straight down the middle. I'm going to come around the guard. I'm going to hit you anywhere I can. And then he drops levels with a nice jab down to the body. Beautiful work by Shakur Stevenson.
Joe Tin and Trey on the call here from Atlanta. Shakur Stevenson has a 59-21 connect advantage over the champion, JAMEL Herring, as we begin round number 4. Bomac also said to JAMEL, it has to be more than one punch at a time. Bernardo.
On the other side, Wally Moses, who's the grandfather and trainer of Shakur Stevenson, said, I don't want him to allow JAMEL to move to his right. I want him to keep him moving left and to continue digging to the body.
We will look for that.
Now you see JAMEL trying to march forward. He's kind of gotten over those 3 rounds of shock that he experienced.
That's what I'm saying. Get in there. You got to fight this young man.
And he's doing the right thing because he's moving to his left. He's cutting off that angle for Shakur Stevenson that he's used to. And he's making him and trying to force him right.
Bomac, the trainer of Herring, the champion.
Get your hands free, guys. Quick, I got
Excuse me, not correction. Herring needs to push Shakur Stevenson to his left. Keep him from going right.
Now, when Herring got him wrapped up like this, Herring need to be throwing shoulders, you know, roughing him up. You know you're too slow, so then you got to go to other tactics if you're too slow. Bully tactics. When you get him in close, do some stuff that's borderline illegal. That's how the fight game works. Throw a shoulder. Try to graze your elbow around his forehead. Andre Ward saying the same thing. If you're gonna sit on the outside, bro, you're gonna get picked apart. There you go. Keep doing what. Why back up though? You had him on the ropes.
Target to hit though is Shakur. Always has been.
No, actually, I don't. I picked Shakur Stevenson to win. I want to see a guy fight to his strengths. That's all I'm saying. It's one thing to get beat. It's another thing to not fight the fight you should be fighting. You know what I'm saying?
As it should. Off angle didn't matter. Well scored by Stevenson.
And Shakur's pitching the shutout so far.
World title on the line. Stevenson off to a great start.
Shakur pitching the shutout.
With 26 flavors, got a sauce for every squad. Don't drip on the drip. It's the greatest of all time.
You got to get in there and rough that boy up.
Crisis can happen unexpectedly to anyone.
I expected a different type of fight.
A simple lock.
So if I sound disappointed, it's not I'm disappointed. I expected Herring to kind of pressure him, man. Give Shakur, a tough fight, make him prove himself. And I don't feel like he's doing that. But then again, man, Shakur could just be that damn good, and he probably is. It's probably more so that Shakur Stevenson is just that good.
Coming to you fresh-faced from home with new Lash Blast Clean Mascara. 10 times the volume, clean formula that's cruelty-free and vegan. Works for me, works for us, works for the planet. New Lash Blast, the clean
How
mascara.
do you have an app and have commercials? Come on now.
Round number 5 of our world title.
Right now, Shakur's pitching shutout 4-0.
Advantage in total connects. In the locker room.
Who's that?
Is Jamel Herring's wife, Jen. She
Ah.
has not come out to watch this ringside.
That's his only chance, OG. You got to get inside again and make this an ugly fight. But this shit he doing on the outside, I don't get it. I don't understand it. I want Herring to pull out a gun. I want him to throw his hands. That's what I want. I want him to throw his hands. Hey. Go potty. Ooh. Shakur's landing good shots. Good shots. And again, Herring, man, he's gonna have to take shots to land his own. That's the thing. Who don't care about at this point. Herring just can't care about getting hit. Get in there, you're gonna get hit.
Some of the shots from Jamel Herring, and also showing that he's also strong and he can manhandle Jamel Herring and then countering.
Shakur's getting comfortable in there.
Just like that. That's discouraging for Jamel Herring because nothing is working at the moment.
Oh, nice.
That's what he has to do. Keep fighting like that.
And take some chances, especially when you can smother him. he just did. Left hand came in against Stevenson.
See how he gets a little. Herring has success when he's fighting like this. Good body shots. Now, granted, Shakur's kind of letting him do this. I don't know if Shakur's trying to prove a point. But this is what Herring should have been doing from round one. I don't know if Shakur got a little bit tired or if he's trying to tire out Herring. Herring is starting to look tired. But again, this is what it's going to take. You got to get in here. You got to fight fire with fire. Herring trying to close the distance. He's done a fairly good job of it. This might be Herring's best round right here. May have won it. How's Herring allowing the smaller guy to bully him? I guess Shakur snack vitamins kicking in. You go potty?
Yeah. I'm peeping in the potty.
Good job.
I've had so many delicious snacks.
Say ballpark when Route 2 is going to get boarded.
2 hours and 58 minutes.
Progressive can't protect you from becoming your parents, but we can protect
Pull
your
'em
own
up.
auto when you bundle with us.
I wish I'd left home earlier.
He's looking tired, right? But if he fights like that, hey, something's got to give. You get tired, but you get a chance to land some shots. And I thought he landed some quality shots in that last round. After letting Shakur kind of tee off on him. Stop looking for the ref to break you up.
The whole time in the fighter meeting yesterday, good job right there from JAMEL Herring. Team Herring said they don't believe Shakur Stevenson has the dog in him. They don't believe if he's pushed to a certain point that he's going to respond. We get to see if he responds.
I think Shakur's got more dog in them than they expected.
You have to execute on that plan to get the answer.
Well, we see JAMEL slowly trying to do that. He hasn't fully executed, but you see him trying.
Flash ahead, sir.
Oh, mean two-piece right there.
Timed
Both
it.
of them landed.
Oh, yeah.
But the frustrating part, fellas, is not the two-piece. It's when you think you're going to get something back, and the distance and the range and the legs of Shakur Stevenson won't allow you to get back. That's discouraging, fellas. That's demoralizing.
Step back all the way.
JAMEL Herring has to free that one hand, his right hand or his right arm, and just let both shots go.
Go. Oh. Oh. He looked like he hurt him.
Yes, he did. And the reason why that shot hurt him is because he didn't see it coming. Quick right hook.
Don't punch, I got it. Step back clean.
Right hook does damage in the middle of round 6.
Oh, shot right there.
What round is this? 6. Let's see. 8. I think Stevenson about to stop this in 8.
You gotta understand that right hook,
If he wants to.
this is power shot.
If he wants to.
He's right-handed, but he fights in the southpaw stance.
What an advantage that is.
That boy Stevenson is fast.
That's a natural righty, but a gifted and sublimely skilled southpaw in the ring.
Yeah, if Shakur Stevenson want to finish this, he can. I did too, DF. No, it's dark. Go close the door. I think by 8, Stevenson should get him out of there. And I agree with you, DF. I expected more. I'd never expected Herring to win this fight. But I expected more work, man. More punches being thrown. And it looked at me like he just came in here with the intentions of, I'm just going to stand back and box with one of the best young talents in the game.
What has been an exciting night in Atlanta, State Farm Arena, to see this world title fight. And right now what they are seeing is an exceptional performance by...
Brilliant performance by Shakur Stevenson. Brilliant performance. 7th round. Shakur has won every single round up until this point.
But keep in mind, Stevenson, the accomplished Olympian who went on in his 13th fight to win a featherweight championship, said, I'm moving up to 130 pounds, 16-0, and tonight trying to stay the course to become a 2-division world champion, and he was the significant favorite. Late money came in at Herring, but Shakur Stevenson a significant favorite.
In the corner, Bomac, I asked him, how do you turn things around? He says he has to do what he did in that 5th round. That was his best round. He's got to rough him up, and that's the only chance he has.
It's crazy that the man knows the game plan, but, you can't always execute it. Sometimes you can't always execute it.
Both fighters, of course, but Shakur Stevenson makes adjustments.
Yes.
That's when you're a top fighter. That's when you're one of the best guys in the division and in the sport of boxing. He took away the angle from Herring by throwing the right hook towards the area where he was going.
He trying to feint, but like you said, that feinting ain't fooling nobody. So why not stop all the feinting, get inside like you're doing right here, and try. That's what I'd rather you do that personally. Shakur's a better inside fighter than him too, but at least on the inside you have a chance to land something. At least on the inside you actually can hit him. Stand on the outside, he can't even hit him.
Right. Shakur landed the best punch in that round, and he did a little bit more.
At least, see what I'm saying? At least on the inside, you making contact.
Jamel trying to get around Mark Nelson. He's trying to get around Mark Nelson, just get after it.
I was going to say that this is where,
And like DF said, you over here getting bullied by the smaller guy.
Inside right now. Jamel Herring has Shakur where he
Shakur
wants.
bullying this dude in all phases. Master performance by Shakur Stevens.
He's a mean 3-piece right there. See, Shakur is a really good inside fighter.
He is. Master performance. He's killing this dude.
Really good inside fighter. If he wants to commit to it, he can do it.
Into that
Sitting
short
back
right
on your
hand and
pound
that roll. That conversation is most likely going to be happening soon enough if he can continue on the path he's been on in his career.
Oh.
Keep them up, guys. Keep the punches up.
Stevenson's got to stay focused.
Yeah, Stevenson, you got to stay focused. Don't look to the ref. What did they say? Protect yourself at all times. If he hit you low, get it back in blood. Hell, Herring doing what he should have did from round 1. Go to the body.
You got to see yourself some room to punch on the inside, okay? Work on the inside. All right, when y'all get close together, take a half step back and work. Let your hands go. All right?
Well, here's what I will say. I think when you're talking about Dev and Shakur, I think where Dev has the advantage is punching power. Because he's hitting Herring with some shots. Yeah, that was low. That was definitely low.
You can see the response from
definitely low.
Complaining to your point, complaining to the referee, letting him know that he was his low.
I mean, Herring's a tough dude. I get it.
Hours and hours enjoying a loaded undercard that saw Xander Zayas, one of the best prospects on boxing, remain undefeated. Saw Muhammad Ali's grandson, Nico Ali Walsh. You can always go to the ESPN app, ESPN.com, to see all the highlights. Watch back the entire fight card.
But I don't know. I don't know if Shakur's going to get the stop at this point. I feel like if he hasn't gotten it yet, I don't know, man.
Team Herring,
I think Herring caught his second win.
Trying to convince him that he can win this fight, even though he's down on the card. So you gotta
The
keep
talent
that
level is
support.
just on another level, though.
We said he was going to fade late. We'll never know if that's true if you don't let your hands go and start to hit him any.
It's funny how everybody else can say, let your hands go, but Herring, for whatever reason, refuses to let his hands go.
Because the
Yeah.
alternative is sitting on the end of his punches and getting hit with shots like that. Herring's got to free that hand and let both hands go. He's only hitting Shakur to the body with the left hand. Free the right hand up and let both shots go.
But he needs to shorten his shots too. You know, he's throwing over the head of Shakur Stevenson. Wow, nice combination right there. Not everything landed.
Throw some punches, man. God, dog. You gotta get a knockout at this point. There you go.
The backhand of Herring.
The left hand was ineffective there.
His punches ain't even affecting Shakur when he do hit him.
Gotta keep that up. Bad Herring is marching forward with no jab. Good Herring is the Jamel Herring that's coming forward with the right jab, coming behind that with the straight lefts and the body shots with both hands. Got to stay disciplined with that right jab.
I like the body shots inside from Herring. Got to hit something.
There's a short right.
That's a sharp shot by Herring. You can do more of that.
Get your hands free. Step back out of there, guys.
The ref's letting you fight on the inside, and you're choosing to hold.
Featherweight title in just his 13th pro fight. Now fight number 17. He's looking to become a 2-division world champion.
Get your hands free. Step out of there. Break. I got it. Stop. 10 seconds. Obey the bell.
And Jamel Herring didn't really fall prey to all the jawing, all the chirping going on throughout the week here in Atlanta. Brian McIntyre.
At this rate, I don't think Shakur is going to get the stoppage. I think he's going to go get a unanimous decision at this rate.
Willing to trade bars. And now he's got to get into his fighter.
Because he's slowing down a little bit. Stevenson's slowing down a little bit. I just want to see Shakur go all out, full assault on for one round. I don't know if that's a good tactic. Maybe you save it for the 12th. Because I think he's losing steam right now. His punches aren't looking the same.
The message, keep that rhythm. You've got to be first. And then right at the end, Dre, he said to him, you see him slowing down. Do you buy that? Do you see any slowdown to Shakur Stevenson?
I do a little bit.
I don't see any slowdown. I mean, I think.
Of course, Andre Ward doesn't. That was his protege.
Slowed down a bit, but I don't think it's the way Bomac is saying it is.
But I see a little bit of slowdown. Put it like this: the punches ain't having the same effect they were having.
Jamel Herring has been executing Bomac's game plan these last few rounds, getting inside, dirtying it up. But Shakur Stevenson is tougher, rougher, and better inside than anyone thought.
That's the way Jamel Herring needs to answer a 2-3 punch combination from Shakur. He needs to answer with his own 2 or 3 punch.
See what I'm saying? Call me crazy. Shakur's getting a little bit easier to hit.
Shots like that. See, Stevenson has came in here in this fight with a made-up mind. He just hurt Herring with that. He hurt Herring with an uppercut.
I don't think he hurt Herring the way they're saying he hurt Herring.
A few years ago, you and I were in New York and we were broadcasting.
I'm not too sure he can hurt Herring at this point.
Turning here and saying, I think I'm starting to see the man strength come out in Shakur Stevenson. Tonight it has fully arrived. This is a strong, sturdy, thicker version of Shakur Stevenson, and it's at 130
And he's
pounds.
fighting the biggest guy that he's ever faced in his entire career. He's fighting a true 130-pounder in JAMEL Herring. Could very well be at 135 pounds.
He was.
Yeah, exactly. Not just the
Ooh, good punch there from Shakur.
Yes, the most accomplished as a professional.
Gives up 3 inches to him, a guy who was at a higher weight class to begin with.
Step back. Stop. Don't punch. I got it. Step back.
Stevenson has let off the gas pedal a bit.
He has let off the gas pedal. I don't know if that's by design or that's a little bit of the game plan.
Allowing him to do that. I don't think he took his foot off the gas pedal. I mean, he's done a lot of good work for 3/4 of this round, and he's just trying to see what JAMEL Herring is going to do. Bring JAMEL Herring to you and see if he can respond and if you can, land a good shot if he overcommits.
How about Herring rolling over to Shakur right side and smothering his right hand? He's the bigger guy. I also haven't seen one right hand to Shakur's body. Poor feet positioning. Shakur's gassed a little.
Referee's doing a good job.
I don't think Shakur's going to get the stoppage.
That's Mark Nelson, a veteran. We've seen him many times through the years.
Right, OG. That's the problem. Herring in there. He ain't throwing nothing, though. That's been my problem from the beginning. Herring ain't throwing no punches. He's cut.
Crisis can happen unexpectedly to anyone. And though it may seem like a small barrier, a simple lock puts space between the thought and the trigger. Learn how securing your guns can help prevent suicide.
This is called momentum. And there's no off season. Just work that builds on itself over and over and over again. Because the only way is through.
Nah, I don't know about that. Let's check this cut out. Is it from a headbutt? No, it's from punches. Oh, yeah. Cut from some punches.
Changing levels, but that right there, when you see a guy with a high guard, you can come around it or come up the middle. As you can see, Shakur Stevenson comes around the guard of Herring, catching it and I think open up that right eye, I believe.
On that punch, in fact, Timmy, another round.
We'll see if that eye becomes a factor. That might get Shakur the stoppage he needs, because I don't think he can knock this dude out. I think we're past that point.
With the WBO 130-pound time.
What they stopped the fight for?
Ringside position is going to look at the
That cut's not that serious. Come on. What the hell is that? Yeah, he's winning unanimously. But this stop doesn't make any sense. That stoppage didn't make... He's barely bleeding. What was that? Yeah, I don't know who that little rest benefits. Might benefit Shakur. But definitely he should be attacking that eye, though.
It's hard to see, especially when you got blood dripping down the eye. It's in the spot, it's above the eye, so it is definitely blurring his vision a bit, preparing his vision.
No, he ain't knocking him out. Yeah, he a Marine.
Another left hand comes in. And look at these headshots from Shakur.
Shakur isn't wasting any energy. He's very efficient, and he's landing clean shots at will right now.
I think his only hope of a stoppage is he lands enough consecutive punches that the ref jumps in it, but I don't think he's going to put him on the ground. See, I called it. I called it. I called it. Ah! The ref stopped it. I don't really like the stop, but whatever. The ref saw something and he stopped it. That was a dominating performance by Shakur Stevenson, though. Dominating performance.
Look at the face of JAMEL Herring as they hug it out. He said this was business.
That boy eyes is shut. Herring can't even see. He's like, hey man, good fight. God, dog. But yeah, that was a one-sided fight. Shout out to Shakur. Maybe we get Oscar Valdez, and after that, man, time to move up to 135. Let's get some of these fights that we need.
See Shakur closing in on JAMEL Herring. The blood excited him. He sees weakness in his opponent, and JAMEL Herring isn't.
I really don't like that stop.
Did what he was supposed to do. Pour it on. That's what you're trained to do, and this is what everybody asks for.
It's not like his. I mean, I know.
And the media and everybody who had something to say and something to write, what they wanted. Are you not entertained tonight by the young?
I don't think no one's gonna argue with the stop in terms of he was dominating in the entire fight, but stopping it in that particular moment, I'm not really a fan of. Saved him some brain cells. He wasn't getting really hit with anything either, though. I'm talking about in that sequence where they stopped the fight. I mean, he had his guard up. Nothing was getting in clean. Believe me, I've seen worse not get stopped. And to stop it right there, I don't know what. Hell, he wasn't throwing punches the entire fight. Then if that was the case, it'd have been stopped the fight. If you're going that route, that was a problem with him. He wasn't throwing no punches. Who the hell a little Asian dude in the middle? Or is he Mexican? I don't know who that guy is. Who is this guy?
On November 20th. Ladies and gentlemen, here inside State Farm.
Well, let's hear the announcement, and then that's it, guys. So appreciate y'all for throwing. Oh, so you're pro CTE, bro? It's boxing. Ain't no protecting these dudes from CTE. Like, come on, this is boxing. You know the risk. This is boxing. You punch people in the head for a living. What is he, the WBO? So the new WBO champ.
17-0. The best he's been. 99 power punches landed. A 164 to 80.
Young man's got talent, boy. Future's very, very bright for my man Shakur Stevenson. I'm finna get out of here. This was 863 Digital Media. And yeah, man, we're going to do this more often. Whenever we do these fights, when I do the fights, it's going to be over here on the channel. So I think most of y'all, of course, are subscribed. So subscribe to this channel, man. And I want to do things other than just boxing over here. All kind of different things, man, I want to bring over here. So, yeah, man, y'all come over here and check me out over here. I'm trying to do a little bit more. This was a good showcase for Stevenson, man. Won a belt, dominated. Hey, can't be mad at him, bro. But it's going on 2 hours, so better go get me something to eat, man. Holla at y'all boys later.
the young man tonight.
Mark Riedel.